How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of What's the Word with Jay and Trent.
What's up, guys?
So, Trent, how was your week?
Where do I begin, man? You know, just again, as it's been for the last few weeks now, just working from home. But fun toy, maybe a haha funny humor thing. So,
okay.
So yesterday, I was just doing my business. This true story, honest to God, true story. I was just doing my business. All of a sudden, I heard the doorbell ring. I like poked up like a little gopher, right?
Yeah.
And I saw the UPS guy. I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome. This is great. So I just scurry downstairs.
Okay.
But knowing how fashionable I am, I somehow decided to imagine the next step as being a level plank, and I just started tumbling down like an avalanche, man.
No.
Like Homer Simpson style.
And you have pretty steep stairs, man.
I do, and you know what?
So that would have been quite a tumble.
I think I broke a toe. I was hurt. I thought I broke something, but you know what? But my package arrived.
See, but that's what the excitement does to you. I feel like it's
the adrenaline.
That is, I guess, our new normal. I mean, same, man. We've been working from home for a while now. For those of us who are working from home, and that's just been our new way of life ever since this whole thing went down. And I will admit, I've been doing a lot of online shopping myself.
It's a lot of spending.
You buy a lot of shit that you don't need, but you feel
vinyl.
like you do.
A lot of vinyl.
Yeah, a
and
lot
masks.
of vinyl.
And
yes,
masks,
yes,
right?
and like random masks as well. Because
I saw some Star Trek masks that I'm like on the verge of ordering, but of course you can't go red because red is like
that's a bad omen. Yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself. But yeah, like I guess masks, a lot of vinyl. I would say. I feel like ever since this went down, I have definitely started purchasing a lot more vinyl on my end.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
I
there.
feel like I've bought a couple of records a week.
Oh,
it feels like. It's like, what else arrived today? That's just how it is.
It's the new norm, man.
Yeah, you're excited for what it's like.
You can't go
what's
out.
What's in the package? What's in the box?
It's like
What's
Christmas.
in the box?
It's the only way to keep happy Christmas every day.
Speaking of new normal, we'll go ahead and dip into our topics of discussion, and we'll go ahead and start off with the elephant in the room. So yeah, U.S. sets new record for COVID cases. Third day in a row at over 69,000.
16. That's like
we're number one, by the way.
I think I think you're absolutely right. Number one. But 69,000 cases in one day.
Yeah,
let's just put in a spectrum. Some countries
on Friday. On
Friday. So on yesterday.
Yesterday.
So just think of it this way: 69,000 cases could be the same amount of the highest peak for like a small country like Switzerland. For the whole since
America,
March,
man, we like to do it big, dude.
We like to do it big.
Yeah, we like to go.
Those aren't poll numbers, sir. Those aren't poll numbers for you, Mr. President.
So with that being said, actually, you mentioned this. Disney World, right? They recently
Disney
opened
World
amidst all of this.
And apparently they see a surge in coronavirus, with the surge of the coronavirus as well in Florida.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're having everyone wear masks.
They're making everybody wear a mask, and before they even enter the building, they have to give their temperature. Yeah. And it's only for those who have reservational pass.
Can you imagine? So, I feel like it's miserable here with the heat. If you guys are local in the area, it's just been a very humid, sticky, hot kind of just temperature outside. It just sucks.
On a side
I hate it out.
On the side note, have you noticed when we be wearing our masks that you're starting to get a little acne on your chin and shit?
Yeah, exactly. So can you imagine having to wear your mask in Florida heat?
Humid.
Now, mind you, Florida is I would imagine more humid than it is here in Ohio.
I think they're at least a good 10, 15 degrees
so
difference.
You're out there all day with that mask. I get that you want to open up things and kind of start moving towards some sort of normalcy, but Man, that's gotta suck.
Just think of going on Magic Mountain with a mask on.
Oh man, or like just and having the kids like wear the mask too.
Well, I know they're also separating like rides. They're only they're only opening at 50% capacity, and Jay, they're only opening the Magic Kingdom and the animal one, whatever that one called.
I'm not sure. You know, I've actually never been to Disney
Are you serious?
World. Yeah,
I've been
never.
I've been there twice.
Yeah.
I went.
I
as
want
a
to
child.
go.
You should.
I
went as a
take the kids
child.
there.
So another fun fact about my first journey to Disney World. I was a young kid, and it was like there's like this alien ride, and Disney is all about like prepping you for waiting. I mean, you're going to wait in line like in any other place. But, you know, if you go to Cedar Point, you're just miserable just going back and forth seeing the same people over and over again. Well, at Disney World, they set you up as like you're on the ride before you even get on the ride. So you get to hear the story of what's going on. So before you get onto the ride itself. So as a child, I am being tormented by all these like alien things, like shocking you and shocking at stuff and all these visuals. That's like a 7-year-old. I'm like freaked the F out.
Is that Space Mountain?
No. Well, let me get to it. Okay. So I'm like afraid. I'm terrified. I don't even know what the ride's called, by the way. But we get in there and we have to sit down, strap up, and it's like all this 3D stuff, like puppeteers and machines, and you see stuff's going on, and then all of a sudden this alien gets loose, and then the lights go out. And so it's like a 4D adventure. So you're sitting on this chair, and you hear and feel steam on the back of your neck coming out, and you just go up, and then they like machines just grab you and poke you and stuff, and you see it like fly, like you hear it flying, the wind's going, people are screaming in this room. I'm actually getting a panic attack just thinking about this right now.
What's the name of those type of rides? Because I know the zoo actually has one. 4D, right? It's like 4D.
Yeah.
4D rides.
But this was before it became big. This was like in the 90s. So anyways, needless to say, it terrified the living crap out of me. I still to this day cannot watch a horror movie because I was thinking of that ride. So that's when I was 7. That's the first time that I went to Disney World. The second time I went to Disney World was for a school trip on marching band. So we actually performed down there. But because I wanted to overcome my fears from my childhood and how devastating that ride was. Yeah. So I went up and I'm like, where's this alien ride that like the alien comes out and then like it makes it like you're getting bit and like steam. I was like, oh, we took that down 10 years ago because we had complaints that it was too scared and like tormented and feared their children going home. And I'm like, yeah, that was me too. And I just wanted to overcome my fear, but apparently I can't now because you took it down. You suck.
I came here to overcome my childhood fear. And you've taken this opportunity away from me.
You've taken my opportunity to overcome my fear. This is like a testament.
Part of my therapy.
This is my testament to becoming a man. Exactly. But like going back to like the U.S. cases in Florida, I'm sorry. Just don't get sick. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah. No, that's gotta suck. But yeah, I did actually look into that. It's Animal Kingdom and the
Animal
park.
Kingdom.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom. But Epcot and I think the studios are going to be opening up next Wednesday.
Well, let's just see how well it does.
Yeah. But it's gotta suck, man. Where like because that's like a day thing. I can only imagine. It's exhausting to think about having to go like with kids, taking your kids there, without this whole thing happening. Right.
I believe
Imagine with this all on top of it. I can only imagine how stressful that is.
And another thing I forgot to mention too, they also said that the children age of 2 and up have to wear masks. So how are you going to make sure your toddler keeps the mask on? Are you going to Mickey Mouse glue that thing on your head or something?
I don't know. But for those of you who are listening who are actually who have reservations, let us know how it goes. Drop us a line.
Yes, please.
Share your experience.
Please. And Jay, you said there's something going on in like St. Louis or something like that too?
Yeah, so according to Reuters, police in St. Louis, Missouri are searching the mansion of a couple who brandished guns at protesters marching outside their home last month.
Is this the Ken and Karen?
Yes.
Oh man, I love.
We've all seen those memes.
You
they're
know,
all great.
When that came, yeah, it's so.
But
funny.
yeah, it's that couple.
It's so funny. My thing with this whole thing, me personally, they obviously had to be going out there to seek. And you know, they were like standing as if they knew they were getting their photo taken.
Yeah,
like it was all poses.
What really bugged me is just the trigger discipline, man. and for those who are listening and who exercise their Second Amendment, trigger discipline is a huge pain point that everyone touches upon.
No, you're right. You don't do that.
Put your finger on the trigger.
And
until you're ready to shoot.
May I add this too?
Just poor discipline. But I digress.
My thing with this too, again, attempting not to take sides, but kind of taking sides at the same time. You know, all these people are like, it's 50-50. They're either defending them, what they did, because they're protecting their property, etc. And other people just saying it's chaos, because why would you go? Like, it's stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense. My argument is this. If they were truly trying to protect their property, why would you be going out with rifles? It's like you're looking for trouble. You know? And like, if they're trying to protect their Second Amendment right, they should be in defense of your property, not offense. Like, they're definitely taking an offensive strategy.
Right.
You know? But that's me. But did you hear they're also getting charges and investigating, going to court because of it?
Yeah, I saw. So the dude, so it had something to do with like beehives on their property or something.
Yeah,
back in 2013.
Others neighbors also had issues
like this
with
is
them
not the
getting
first
It's
incident.
not their first offense.
Yeah, there's not their first offense.
Don't defend these crazies.
So, but yeah, back in 2013, some like a neighboring synagogue placed beehives that were apparently on their property, and he, I don't know this guy's name,
Albert Albertson.
McCloskey. That's their last name.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about
yes,
the beehive.
the husband.
People.
He threatened with intimidation or threat of deadly force to remove it, and then he ultimately, I think,
I know there was
destroyed it. He
another
destroyed the
altercation that happened.
No, wait, let me see. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, this was the intimidation and threat of deadly force. That's the most recent offense when the pictures and the videos of them like pointing the guns at people walking by. But no, yeah, back in 2013, the dude he destroyed a beehive.
Yeah.
So that was not
because bees that are also kind of endangered themselves.
So yeah, so that's going on. So let's go back to masks actually, because we got another case here. Somewhere in the UK, I believe. Yeah. So a man was seen wearing a pair of underwear as a face mask in Ireland.
Man, and just think of the smell like that. It's like, go on though.
No, because their cases have been slowly rising with mandates and whatnot. So. But yeah, the one passenger found another fellow passenger wearing an underwear as face mask. Hey, it's something though, right? I guess
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Maybe he doesn't have a face mask and he just
it fits. It's the crotch region fits your face.
It technically fits the
and the elastic, man. That just wraps around your head.
It's a face covering.
It's a face covering. I mean, you might not have pleasant smells. But
I don't know. Maybe we can tread into some topics in that sense. If maybe that person might have like a kink. I don't know. Maybe if that's like a like they like that. I don't know, but I'm just wanting to think that maybe this is just like a fresh pair. I know this is getting.
I wonder. Gross. I also my next question.
It's still just odd.
If they're not a fresh pair, they shouldn't be tidy whities.
Yeah,
they probably. I don't know. Do you think
judging by this picture, it's actually not. It's like panties. It's a dude wearing panties on his face.
Oh, a female.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at this picture, and it's got lace on it. So I'm assuming maybe is like panties, but yeah, it's a
Maybe
dude
just-
wearing female.
Oh, I was
Panties,
expecting a dude wearing dude, because that like a hillbilly style.
No.
But I guess this is the UK, so they're fancier than us.
Yeah, this Ireland to be specific.
Oh, okay, yes.
So, speaking of masks, President Trump actually donned a mask in a visit to a military medical facility for the first time in public.
You just have to think, like, their chief of staff's probably like begging him and pleading him, like, please wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
This is
Everyone's
this is
wearing
supposed
a mask.
to be.
You need to start wearing a mask. But yeah, the first time. Ever since this whole thing went down, now he's wearing a mask.
You know, I feel like,
So.
honestly, I feel like he's trying to gain some sort of healing the country, but in a very Trump fashion. And
Well,
it's all for votes, man. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, it's election year, but I mean, it's just everyone's wearing a mask.
Just do it.
It sucks, right? No one wants to wear a mask.
No.
I mean, everyone wants this to be over with. We all don't want to be stuck in our homes. Well, some of us don't even care. I don't mind. But some of us want to return back to some sort of normalcy. But I mean, we're going to have to like do what we can, do our part, I guess.
My thing
right?
is,
And
I
then
guess
that's a small little ask of some people to do that.
My thing is, don't confuse oppression with, like, don't confuse that. Like,
where you say it's a piece of fabric.
It's just a piece of fabric for something that you're only going to stay in there for like 45 minutes at most. And I hear people saying I can't breathe with it. That's just an excuse.
Yeah.
But did you hear about this though? To add, Trump was supposed to have a New Hampshire convention, but he canceled it because of the tropical storm heading north. But I saw on Twitter that he was saying, "Sorry, state of New Hampshire, we're not going to be able to go out because of the hurricane, the tropical storm. We don't want you guys risking your lives to come here." People started retweeting people who live in New Hampshire saying, "President Trump, there's no chance of rain. Like, where are you getting this information?"
Well, that's interesting.
And it goes back, remember, to that one hurricane a few years ago where he had to draw his own line, say it's going to touch this.
Yeah.
So people were responding with like photos of their phone and then drawing clouds with like rain. It's like, oh, this is something that Trump would do.
Just get a permanent marker. But that's interesting though, because like what was it in Tulsa? There was a rally or whatever.
Yeah.
And there were no protocols in place.
No,
if I remember
they didn't.
correctly, right?
It was optional.
And then someone got sick. Well, people got sick. Most notably, Herman Cain, former presidential candidate.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He was hospitalized.
No.
And he got it from being at the rally.
And I think, is that the same rally that Trump's niece also got? Or somebody also...
I didn't hear about that, no. But
yeah,
I think,
something.
yeah.
But I could be wrong. But yes, one of his family members also has the coronavirus.
Yeah, but yeah, so... No one saw that happening.
I think even before that, like the prep,
but
6 Secret Servicemen or 6 staff members got sick right before.
Do your part, the situation sucks, but let's just try and be smart and be safe about it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the best way to still flatten that curve is taking it seriously. Just wear a mask. Help if you don't want to help yourself, help others.
There you go.
But with that being said, so what's up with this this whole witch hunt thing going on?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. So, staying on topic with the news here in our the homeland. Yeah. So recently in the news, I saw that Roger Stone was supposed to go to serve his time. Right? He was supposed to serve
80 months or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're thinking what
shortly
is 80 months?
before he gets a phone call from the president commuting his sentence.
Yeah, saying you're done.
So, which I can say I'm not surprised. even though, during that time, I remember, as with other cases, like, there were denials of, like, having known, like, I don't know. I've never heard of the guy. If they're like, like Paul Manafort or, these people that have been going down or whatever, you kind of distance yourself. But then here, lo and behold, here comes Roger Stone that's about to serve his sentence, and then he gets this phone call that's going to commute his sentence. So,
yeah, and
yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But did you hear too? The Supreme Court ruled. The Supreme Court ruled that Trump has to release his tax records now.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, it's so that's going to, who knows what's going to happen moving forward. It just I feel. Do you feel that we're just living in some daytime courtroom TV drama that's going on?
Well, man, I just feel like this whole year has just been crazy. I mean, I'm not really surprised at this point if aliens were to come up, or show up. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. It's just that's this year at this.
I heard that
the overall vibe.
Who knew that Tiger King is the most sensible thing that's since happened in 2020.
Yes.
That's the most normal thing that has come out this year.
We all, for those of us who did, it felt like the world, kind of the world came together and binge watched that show. And I don't really like docu-series that Netflix puts out.
Really?
Because I know they put out quite a few, but it's just not really my thing. But man, that was that captured my
it gripped
attention.
You're like, wow, this if things can't be worse.
No, man, it's just I'm not
going to financially recover after this.
Rural culture with water skis, tigers, and
it's American
random water
history.
ski scenes.
It's American history from the Revolution to the Civil War, all in one modern day take.
It's just so it's so captivating. And if you haven't watched that series, just do yourself a favor and give it a whirl. It's on Netflix.
Yes, I agree. I might have to rewatch it.
I might. Any update on? I didn't actually check this out, but any update on Joe Exotic? Because I know he got infected, right?
that's well, I don't know if that's
or
true, but
the prison
building,
or whatever that he's in.
He's probably blaming Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I mean
that crazy Carol Baskin.
Yes, Carol Baskin.
But did you also hear that somebody tricked her, saying that they work for the Tonight Show for her to do an interview, and it was just some crazy YouTubers or something?
Did she sue that person too for
I don't know.
$500,000 or whatever?
I really don't know.
4.5. More than $1 million. Or how much did she sue Joe Exotic for? A lot.
I don't know. I just counted how many cats if she killed her husband. So
anyway, speaking of creepy, weird stuff. In the UK, back in the UK, a toddler claims that a spooky lady visits him in bed every night and makes a specific request.
What's that?
What?
To give him a special something, if you know what I mean.
It's a random piece of news, but yeah. So essentially, when they asked his kid if she talks to him and why he thinks she is there. The kid says he says that she has to get something from his room, and she wants to put something on his foot.
What on?
And
his
then
foot?
They don't really elaborate much on that.
So it's also possibly
that's
kinky?
A random article, by the way. That is such a random piece of information. It's this person's this kid's grandmother that wrote to the newspaper about this, and apparently, it's bothering the parents and the family. They're distraught about this situation.
Is he just dreaming and the AC's kicking in and he thinks it's like a ghost tickling his feet whoo hoo hoo?
I don't know, man. That's just I think about God, what was that? Have you ever seen Insidious.
I've heard of it. I don't.
Okay,
think I
so
have.
in Insidious, one of the characters, he's one of the male lead, and I think it's in the second one, where he reveals that ever since he was a kid, this like lady, like shadowy figure, has followed him his whole life, and like he doesn't like to have his picture taken because he always sees that lady in the picture.
No
It's fucking
way.
creepy, man. Yeah, it's a good movie. I like. Fuck.
See, as I told you the story before, I don't do scary movies because I was traumatized on a ride at Disney World.
The director does such a good job with those kind of movies, but that's what it kind of makes me think of. And maybe like this kid is just seeing that shit too.
Maybe he's a glitch in
the world
system,
of
you know?
what
That's
news?
Crazy. That is
What is
crazy.
that? What's the word on that?
So
yeah, we'll move on to the next topic.
yeah, so apparently there was a large grass fire caused by a bird crashing into power lines.
Is this what that in Ontario, right?
Yeah, this happened up in Ontario. And then apparently in Ontario said a large grass fire near a pair of highways was caused by a bird that apparently flew into a power line. So this must have been
This is the most random shit.
And I mean, we have murder hornets. They have birds flying into power lines.
Whatever happened? Speaking of murder hornets, have they ever? Because I remember when that was all over the news, and we have yet to see any here. Maybe they just stayed in Washington.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to murder hornets, but like,
speaking
what's
of stings.
but who is the guy who got stung by that murder hornet? Coyote or whatever his name is?
Yeah, he's actually a local
resident here, right?
Celebrity here, because he was from Westerville, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Westerville, Worthington,
which is it's a small little suburb around the greater Columbus area, but
his name's
Coyote Peterson.
Coyote Peterson. And if you haven't watched the YouTube,
he's got a YouTube series.
Definitely watch it because he will explain in detail of his pain and torture getting stung.
Yes. And speaking of being stung, as we wrap up this episode of What's the Word, we got a little special treat for you all.
We got a special treat for you all.
And I'm going to let Trent take it from here.
So I went to the store, and, you know, I just need to get my, like, hot sauce condiment fix on, right? And so I just needed some Tabasco sauce. Like, literally, I was going to Meijer wearing my mask, and I need Tabasco because I was running out. So I go over there, and I look over, and I see a new bottle that I've never seen before. Like a murder hornet, it's called Tabasco Scorpion Sauce.
Ooh.
So I had to buy it. I didn't care. If it hurts our insides, whatever. But I figured, what a great way, as Coyote does getting stung, we're going to torture ourselves to be the first to experience this scorpion sauce on a podcast.
Okay.
So what I know you can't see us, but what we're going to do is, before I'll give you a little bit of details. Actually, I'll give the details first and then explain what we're going to do. So on the Tabasco website, it states that the Scorpion hot sauce provides a quick and easy way to flavor your dishes. It combines the hottest pepper in the world, the scorpion pepper, with pineapple and guava puree. Interesting. That does sound pretty interesting. So I'm assuming it's going to have like the sweet taste.
Like a sweet little sweet notes.
And then it continues, creating an extremely dynamic, intense mouthfeel and taste. So that's interesting. And it continues that even hotter than the original Tabasco hot sauce, this scorpion sauce is sure to bring the heat with an average heat unit rating around 50,000 Scovilles. Just with a few drops of this sauce will enhance apparently smoked ribs, sauce for chicken wings, fish tacos, etc.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can taste this. And if you guys are ones for hot sauce, we're both going to eat a chip with at least, we're going to do 3 drops.
3 drops?
Three
Okay.
drops.
I got the chips right here. Got some Tostitos.
Tostitos. We're going to do 3 drops on each chip.
Mine.
And we're going
And
to
you'll
eat.
pick yours.
We are going to eat said chip. And because, again, we know we can't see you.
We're going to try and describe it as best as we can.
We are going to describe it taste by taste in real time.
So we're going to get to know each other
intimately
after this.
Just don't rub your eyes after. Oh, shoot. Oh. I just...
Hot sauce sprays
a chip
everywhere.
just broke.
Bad.
Oh, no. Okay. Here we go again. Take 2. Take 2. So before I douse this, let's just describe. Do you want to just? Oh shoot!
Be careful.
I'm just going to drop
that.
this. 1, 2.
I'm coming over.
3. All right, I'm dipping J sauce as we speak. All right, 1. Come on. Oh man, this is like a horror movie. 2. Drop. Oh, come on. Oh, no, I'm scared. All right, it's dropping. Okay. All right, it is fully on. So let's describe the smell first. What do you smell out of this?
I definitely pick up like the iconic characteristics of a Tabasco sauce.
I smell...
Very vinegary.
The first thing that I smell is actually a fruity scent. It smells more lemony. Maybe that's the pineapple. Yeah. But if you keep smelling, you get like a nasal burn. That's probably the
vinegar. Yeah, like that's like that signature, I guess, vinegar clearing the nostrils Tabasco kind of.
So just to depict the color, the Scorpion Tabasco sauce is a darker red than the original. It's a little thicker sauce.
It looks evil.
It looks evil. Looks like a murder hornet. So here we go, guys. Let's
all right. Here we go.
Let's
do some ASMR.
Some delicious.
Get nice and close and hear that crunchiness.
Okay. Instant heat.
Agreed.
I taste. I taste lemon. I taste fruit. The more I talk, the harder it tastes, the harder it feels.
The trick to, and I feel like you know this, with any hot sauce or spice, the more you move it around your
creeping.
mouth, you're spreading those flavonoids or whatever around your mouth.
My whole tongue is on fire right now.
And what makes it worse, your automatic reaction is to drink, right? To drink some water.
But that just makes it worse.
That makes it worse because you're spreading it.
I'm going to drink some water.
So I'm feeling it now. It is kind of like right on the tip of my tongue.
It's a slow creeper.
It's slow creeper.
Instant.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it hits you right away, but it's like a slow build. Right now, I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
it's
it
getting
like
hot.
slowly, like getting hot. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
taking a swig of water.
But it's very flavorful. But if you're not a hot sauce fanatic, all you're going to taste is heat, 100%. But it's not as hot as I was expecting.
I was expecting to just be on
blaze
a
of glory.
Wait, actually, now it's coming back.
Jason had to step back a little bit.
Take another swig.
So the heat does not let go. It's still there. I think we need to take another chip, shall we?
When you take a swig of water, you get like a brief moment of reprieve.
Jason, you want another one?
Oh no, I'm good. Maybe because it's actually it's still there. It comes back.
Yeah, it's still there. It has not.
Man, my tongue is starting to.
It's hot. It is. It's like I feel like my uvula is on fire right now. Like the firefighters are not able to reach it. It's like I'm licking the equator with my tongue.
I have been taking swigs, and Trent's over here just
sweating.
He's taking it all in. I'm just looking at him, and I'm struggling right now.
Explain to them what you're seeing me do right now. Just
very stoic, but I can tell that he's on the struggle a little bit.
Jason,
I can tell in his eyes.
Jason's moving. Still, he's drinking his water right now. guys, this is still have not dwindled. It's
not.
maintaining the exact same
the
heat
water
level.
is just giving you brief moments of reprieve, but then as soon as it wears off, it just comes back. It starts building up again. Like it was just there. Like you just ate it.
You just like...
And it's already been a couple of minutes now.
Yeah,
since we've eaten
been...
It's still there. Now it's kind of slowly starting to move towards the back.
It's already in my back of my throat right now. It's like I said before, it's like you're hitting your uvula, right?
The tip of your tongue is, like at least mine, is like starting to feel
Better?
like a stinging sensation. No, it's not better. It's actually... it's just there. It's like a lingering pain.
Your throat, it's in your throat right now, right?
Yes.
Does it remind you of a very light sore throat? A very minute sore throat?
Kind of.
Just very little.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's like on the roof of your mouth. Like you burned your back of your throat with a hot potato or something like that.
What
like a
I
French
guess
fry.
what's getting my attention
is my cheeks.
Is my tongue.
Your tongue?
Yeah.
Right now, for me, it's on the back of my roof of my mouth, like my uvula.
Yeah.
And it's not going away. I keep swallowing. And it's just like, it's still there. Like, it still has not dwindled. Ladies and gents, we literally only put like 3 drips of this hot sauce, and it's still stinging as if I first bit into this thing.
It's starting to subside a little. I mean, it's not subsiding, but it's like not as unbearable as it was. It's kind of like a slow burn, a lingering burn.
It's like
kind of remind you,
it's a
like,
second striker.
Yeah, it's like I'm
It's
still
like
here. I'm still here.
swing with your left,
You wanted to
punch with your
play
right.
around? I'm still here.
I'll mess with you, boy.
I'm gonna mess with your tongue. In a not fun way.
But yes. Would you? Oh man, I'm having the belches right now, man.
I would. I wonder what would you put that on, man? Like pizza?
I think I don't know about pizza.
Like a cheese pizza.
Ooh, if you have like a big chili, pot of chili, put like 3 or 4 dashes in that thing.
Yeah, they could
That'll
spice
do
that
it.
up.
That'll do it. Just 3 or 4 dashes.
That'll give it some heat.
Also, I would say hot wings. I would say hot wings would taste really good.
Yeah. I would actually not be opposed to that. Like doing like a hot wing.
Yeah.
Like trying that.
Maybe some
sauce.
some chicken. Maybe the Popeyes fried chicken. Put that bad sauce on there.
Not spicy though.
Not spicy.
Like get the original chicken sandwich, plain, and then putting that on there.
But guys, I would not do more than 3 or 4 drops because you're. I think 3 was decent, adequate amount.
We cannot advise you to drink the bottle.
If you don't like hot sauce, you're probably not going to get it anyways. But if you're curious, I would just be a 1 dropper.
Yeah. But that was good.
I think it's good.
I'm sorry, it's starting to come down now.
It is coming down. It's coming
down. No, I'm starting to come down from it. And I would like. I mean, it looks like a cool bottle. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like a pretty menacing, badass bottle.
It's also non-GMO verified.
There you go.
But no, I would buy this again. It's going to be on my shelf for quite some time because I'm not going to be able to go through that often.
Yeah.
But I think
put it on your eggs. You can put it on your toast. You can put it on your
toast. I don't know about that. Eggs, I can see 1 drop on an egg each.
Put it on your enemies.
Put it on your enemies.
Whatever works for you.
But I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Trent, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, sure. So this is another episode of What's the Word? And as always, you stay you, America.
Thanks for tuning in.